My uncle used to have a very specific rule. If someone asked him for a quick favor, he wouldn't write it down. He wouldn't promise to do it later. He would just drop what he was doing and execute the errand right then and there. Most of us do the exact opposite. Life gets busy, so we let these tiny 30-second chores pile up in the background of our days, responding to an email, putting away the laundry, or watering the plants. It creates a strange paradox. It actually takes more mental energy to catalog, schedule, and remember a tiny task than it would take to simply complete it in the moment. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect. Named after Soviet psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik, it's the principle that unfinished tasks drain our cognitive capacity, much like having dozens of apps running in the background of your smartphone. Zeigarnik discovered this in the 1920s while observing waiters at the Café Kranzler in Berlin. She noticed that the staff could remember incredibly complex, unpaid orders with perfect accuracy, but the exact second the bill was settled, the memory vanished. The human brain is wired to hold on to incomplete actions, so that unwashed coffee mug sitting on your desk or that unsent email sitting in your drafts creates an open psychological loop of tension. A single unwashed mug is trivial, but a dozen of these unresolved loops create a persistent cognitive overhead that siphons attention away from high-priority work. Productivity expert David Allen proposed a cure for this backlog in his Getting Things Done methodology, the 2-minute rule. If an action takes less than 120 seconds, do not write it down, schedule it, or flag it. Execute it immediately. Scanning a hotel invoice for your accountant, hanging up your winter coat, replying to a brief text message. By treating these microtasks with immediate execution, you physically starve the Zeigarnik effect of its fuel. You close the psychological loop before it even forms, instantly clearing up your working memory. Author James Clear adapts this same 120-second threshold for a different purpose, initiating new desired behaviors. This chart shows the concept of activation energy. Notice the massive energy spike required to start a 30-minute project compared to the near-zero effort needed for a 2-minute task. The brain faces intense resistance when starting a large, undefined project. This aligns with the tiny habits model developed at Stanford University. It proved that drastically reducing a task's scope bypasses the brain's all-or-nothing resistance. Behavioral scientist B.J. Fogg showed you must shrink the target behavior until it is so absurdly small it requires zero motivation to execute. Instead of committing to a grueling 3-mile run, you scale the commitment down. Your only goal is to simply put on your running shoes. The primary goal here isn't to build the habit of running yet. It's to build the neural pathway of simply showing up. The 2-minute rule acts as the initial spark that overcomes inertia. It proves the hardest part of any monumental task is simply surviving the first 120 seconds. Applying the 2-minute rule without caution introduces a critical danger, the task cascade, or what many call the rabbit hole effect. This diagram illustrates exactly how a task cascade functions. You start by washing one mug, which leads to scrubbing the sink, which reveals a leaky pipe. Before you know it, you've completely derailed the day's primary objective. This is why it is crucial to establish strict boundaries to contain these microtasks, particularly for neurodivergent brains or individuals prone to hyperfocus. The first guardrail is situational awareness. If you are already in a state of deep flow or focused work, you must actively ignore the 2-minute rule and defer the distraction. The second guardrail relies on physical limits. Use visual timers or dedicated time blocks, like a specific 2-minute Tuesday sweep, to strictly cap the time you spend on microtasks. While long-term goals require sophisticated planning, minor tasks require a different approach. Handling these chores through immediate 120-second actions is often the most effective way to close those open loops and keep your focus on the work that matters.